Hello, everybody. How are you doing? Welcome to lesson number 4 of Absolutely Essential Words. So, guys, are you ready to learn 12 essential words? If yes, let's get started. Try to focus on the pronunciations, try to focus on the definitions, and the examples that I give you in this lesson. Let's start with the first word. The first word is vapor. As you can see in this picture, there is a vapor. Right? So vapor means moisture in the air that can be seen, or we can say fog or mist. Scientists have devised methods for trapping vapor in bottles so they can study its makeup. We have an essential word in this sentence, and that's devise. Can you remember the meaning of devise? We learned this word in the previous lesson. Devise means invent, create, right? That's it. He has gathered data on the amount of vapor rising from the swamp. The essential word here is data, which means information or documents. A vapor trail is the visible stream of moisture left by the engines of a jet flying at high altitudes. Right? Do you know the meaning of visible? Visible means something that you can see. So the essential word, the first word is vapor, which means moisture in the air that can be seen. Let's go to the next word. Eliminate. Eliminate. In this picture, you can see the guys trying to erase and eliminate the words. So eliminate means get rid of, remove, or we can say emit. Emit. Let me just give you some examples and use this word in different examples. A. When the railroad tracks are raised, the danger of crossing will be eliminated, will be removed. Totally. That's right. B. When figuring the cost of a car, don't eliminate such extras such as air conditions. Air conditioning. Yes, do not eliminate, do not remove. C. If we were to eliminate all reclining chairs, no one would fall asleep while watching television. That's a really nice fact. So, do you know the meaning of reclining in this sentence? Actually, we learned this word in previous lessons. Reclining, which means stretch out or lean back. So, eliminate means remove or omit and get rid of. This is a verb. The noun is elimination. Elimination. Okay, guys, if you have studied and learned this word, let's jump to the next one. The next essential word is villain. Villain, a very wicked person. A very wicked person, an evil and a bad, sinister villain. A typical moving picture villain gets killed at the end. A typical here means, can you remember? Typical means something that is usual. B. The villain concealed the corpse in the cellar. Yes. The villain, the very wicked, a bad person, concealed, which means hid, to hide something. The corpse, the dead person in the cellar. When the villain fell down the well, everyone lived happily ever after. So villain means a very wicked person. A very essential word. Next one is dense. Dense. You can see this is a dense jungle, isn't it? Yeah, that's right. So dense means closely packed together or thick. Thick. So this is the meaning of dense. Let me give you some examples. The dense leaves on the trees let in a minimum of sunlight. A minimum. What is the meaning of minimum here? Minimum means the lowest amount of something. We couldn't row because of the dense weeds in the lake. That's right, it's very difficult to row. And the last example is his keen knife cut through the dense jungle. In the first lesson of 504, we learned the word keen. But I don't know whether you remember it or not, but keen means something that is very sharp. So keen knife means a sharp knife. Yes, that's it. The next essential word is utilize. Utilize. Utilize means to make use of. Means to use something. Yeah, very simple. Utilize. No one seems willing to utilize the vacant house. Vacant, something that is empty. Vacant, not filled. B. The gardener was eager to utilize different flowers and blend them in order to beautify the borders. To beautify something, to make something beautiful. Did you know that the verb of beautiful is beautify? Yes. The essential word in this sentence is blend, which means to mix something, to mix something together. And the last example is, does your mother utilize leftovers in her cooking? Does she use the leftovers in her cooking? Yes. So utilize means to make use of, to use something. The next essential word is humid. Humid. The weather in this picture, in this jungle, in this area is very humid. So humid means moist and damp. And this is an adjective actually. Moist and damp. A. It was so humid in our classroom that we wished the school would buy an air conditioner. Yes, humid. New Yorkers usually complain in the summer of the humid air. Yes, they complain about the summer of humid air. Most people believe that ocean air is quite humid. It's completely humid. Yeah, I have the same feeling. I believe that ocean air is quite humid. So, which means damp and moist. Theory. Theory. You can see in this picture the man has lots of theories. So theory means explanation based on thought, observation, or reasoning. Theory. Theory. Einstein's theory is really too difficult for the average person to understand. Theory. B. My uncle has a theory about the effect of weather on baseball batters. He has a theory. No one has advanced a convincing theory explaining the beginnings of writing. Exactly. So theory means explanation based on thoughts, observations, or reasoning. Very nice word. And this word is used in different texts, different actually academic sources. Descend. Descend. Very essential, very important word. You can see the plane in this actually picture descending, right? Which means to go or come down from higher place to a lower place. Descend. Descend. Let me give you some example and use this word in different actually examples, different context. If we let the air out of the balloon, it will have to descend. Exactly. The pilot, thinking his plane was in peril, which means in danger, descended quickly. So peril here means danger. And we learned this word in previous lessons. C. Knowing Herbieu was waiting at the bottom of the staircase, Eleanor descended at once. At once means very quickly, very immediately. Yes, he descended at once. So descend here means to come down from a higher place to a lower place. Very nice words, a very important word. The next word is circulate. Circulate. Circulate is a verb and the noun is circulation. As you can see here, the fan is circulating. So now you understand the meaning, and I think the meaning is clear. So circulate means to go around, go from place to place, or person to person. This is the meaning of circulate. But let me give you some examples. A fan may circulate the air in summer, but it doesn't cool it. Yeah, this is a fact about the fan. And we all know it. My father circulated among the guests at the party and made them feel comfortable. Comfortable. And the last example is hot water circulates through the pipes in the building, keeping the room warm. Three nice examples about circulation. Circulate. Go around and around. Yes. The next essential word is enormous. Enormous, which means extremely large, very large, or huge. You can see the dog here in comparison to the other animal is really big and enormous. The enormous crab moved across the ocean floor in search of food. Public hangings once drew enormous crowds. The gallant knight drew his sword and killed the enormous dragon. Yeah, so as you can see, the gallant essential word in this sentence means, can you remember the meaning of gallant? Right, gallant means brave and courageous. Enormous, enormous. And predict, the next word, predict, predict is a verb. The noun is prediction. And this woman in this picture, she's trying to predict something, I guess, which means tell beforehand. To tell something beforehand. Weatherman can predict the weather correctly most of the time. Right. Who can predict the winner of the Super Bowl this year? And the last example. Laura thought she could predict what I would do, but she was wrong. She cannot predict it. Yes, what about you guys? Do you think you can predict the future? Is it possible? I think some people have the power to predict things. Vanish. And the last word of this, actually, lesson number 4 is vanish. As you can see in this picture, the girl is vanishing. She is disappearing. So vanish means to disappear. Disappear suddenly. To disappear suddenly. Even in California, the sun will sometimes vanish behind a cloud. It disappears behind the cloud. Not even a powerful witch can make a jealous lover vanish. Right. Jealous means a person who is envious, wants something that you have. We learned this word, I guess, in the first or in the second lesson of 504. Give him a week without a job, and all his money will vanish, disappear. That's right. So these are great 12 essential words of lesson number 4. And if you have any questions, please ask me. Do not forget to make examples with these essential words. You can send these examples to me, and I can correct them all for you. The best way to learn the words is to use them in different examples. Okay, guys. Bye for now.